So I was considering doing something quaint and unusual with my son. So I thought about going downtown for afternoon tea at a hotel. And then I remembered this story from when I was growing up. There was a man who lived next door to our house, and he really was a boarder. The family next door, or rather, it wasn't really a family. It was just one elderly woman who lived by herself in this huge house. And she had lots of rooms, and so she boarded, you know, the rooms to people who needed to stay, someplace to stay temporarily. And this man, he boarded with her, and he lived in a room at the very back of the house. And the way the houses are in Jamaica, they're designed to withstand hurricanes. So they're they have storm windows, these old-fashioned storm windows, and these windows, they sort of they have a lever, and they fold outward, and with panes of glass set into a steel frame. And most houses in Jamaica have burglar bars, and this is wrought iron scroll work that's essentially to keep burglars out. And so when you're looking at a house, you see the burglar bars, and it's usually decorative, and the windows fold out in front of the bars. So my cousin lived with us, and we were very young at the time, and I don't remember how old we were. But one day she said to me, come, I want to show you something, right? And we went to the back of the house, and we often played in the backyard. We had a huge backyard, and we would push our doll's pram around, and she had a sit-in car, and this car it had pedals, and you could sit in there. A small child could sit in there and pedal around, and we would play in this backyard all the time. And one day she said, I want to show you something. And there was some large thing sitting in the middle of the backyard at that time. I don't remember what it was, but she crawled behind it to hide, and she said, look. And she showed me, and she pointed to the window where this man lived, and there was this man standing there with his shirt opened and his zipper down, and he was masturbating. And of course, at the time, I don't know, I may have been, 5 years old. I didn't know what was happening, but she said, I want to show you what he does, right? And she says, wait, watch. And this man took a teacup from the top of a chest of drawers in his room and ejaculated into this dainty white teacup. Now, this man, I don't know what he did. I assume that he was working on the island, and he came from somewhere in England. And he was apparently, according to my cousin, and he targeted my cousin in the sense that he would do this whenever she was in the backyard. She was older than I was, and he would target her. And if any adult appeared, came close, he would sort of close the windows really quickly. and go away. But it was my cousin that he targeted, and that's why I had to hide in order to, or rather, we both hid. But he knew she was there, but he didn't really know that I was there to see it. And so this man had been masturbating in front of his window whenever this little girl was outdoors. Fortunately, he never had access to either one of us. We never saw him other than through that window with the burglar bars. And I don't recall if we ever told our parents what happened. I don't think so. I don't think we did. And so this is why I don't have tea with the British. And if I do have to have tea, I take it black, no cream, no milk.